Welcome to our channel. Today, we'll talk about one of the strangest Malaysian creatures ever. It is often described as a massive, aggressive hominid or primate that moves on all fours and terrorizes villages at night, abducting young girls. Supposedly, this creature can climb walls and evade capture due to its slippery coating. People call it the Orang Minyak. Is it a ghost, a cryptid, or a man consumed by black magic? In this video, we'll also explore several modern recorded attacks associated with this mysterious entity. But before we begin, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And without further ado, let's get started. The doors of the gas station near the town of Rawang swing open abruptly, and a Malaysian woman rushes out from inside. She screams at the top of her lungs before collapsing in horror, while the attendant, in the meantime, calls the police. She manages to tell them only that she fought for her life against a terrifying black entity that attacked her. Amidst the ensuing chaos, the creature escapes without being seen by anyone else. The Orang Minyak makes its presence known. Not for the first time, not for the last. Deputy Police Commissioner Ali Ahmad reports this case from 2016, already contemplating where the dreaded demon will strike next. It really seems as if the ancient legends about him were not just stories to scare children. American writer Michael Newton includes the Orang Minyak in his acclaimed book Encyclopedia of Cryptozoology, a Global Guide, and ranks it among the most mysterious creatures altogether. The first mentions of it are found in Malaysian folklore, when it still appears to be more human than animal. The story tells of an orphan born with a horrifying deformity, an asymmetrical face, a massive hump, and a body covered in sores. Everyone either cruelly mocks him or avoids him as if he carries a plague. When he falls in love with a girl, he knows he has no chance of success. Consumed by hatred and desperation, he pleads with the devil for help. The devil hears him and gives him the form of a figure covered in thick black oily liquid, giving birth to the Orang Minyak, literally translated as the oily man. In addition, the devil demands complete obedience from him, as well as the rape of 21 girls within 7 days. If the task is not fulfilled, dark forces will abandon him and he can forget about his wish. According to another theory, the Orang Minyak is a selfish, self-absorbed man who, with the help of black magic, seeks satisfaction for his perverse desires. Wishing to attain a beautiful appearance through forbidden teachings, he aims to deceive women with his flattery, making them submit to him. He has the ability to be invisible or vanish in an instant. As in the previous version, he must commit sexual assaults to maintain his power. Some even say that he should have raped up to 91 girls. It depends on the version of the oral legend you hear about him. Is a person behind the reported attacks of Orang Minyak, or perhaps an unknown species of ape? Traceable cases offer more questions instead of answers. Crazy things are happening around Christmas in 2012 in the Malaysian village of Kampung near the town of Malacca. The local residents are on edge, and young maidens prefer to sleep in men's clothing. The Orang Minyak is said to sneak around here at night, and no one takes his presence lightly. One of the witnesses describes, "I saw a black, hunched-over figure crawling up the stairs of the house, as if it were Spider-Man. When it climbed as high as it could, it suddenly jumped onto the roof. I don't think a human could do that." For the Malaysian newspaper The Star, the witness adds that this is not a joke or a prank and that the situation is extremely serious, and precautions should be taken. Everyone in Kampung is worried about their daughters. The mystery remains. What or who is the creature that threatens them? 17-year-old girl Nik Anis Ashira Kamarulzaman is discovered bound on April 1, 2018, in the Malaysian village of Pangkalan Demit, near the town of Kubalang Karian. This is no April Fool's joke. The young girl is in shock, still trembling from the horrifying experience. Something attacked her in the backyard of her parents' house while she was hanging laundry. Nick recalls, "I was home alone when it grabbed me from behind and forcefully pushed me inside. It dragged me into the room, and there I felt as if I were under some sort of spell. I don't remember at all who or what it was." She claims that she only recovers when she feels someone grab her by the neck. It turned out that her hands and feet were bound, and a rope was wrapped around her waist. Despite this, she manages to scream loudly enough that the attacker eventually flees through the window. Oil stains are found on the girl's body, as well as in other areas of the apartment. Was some pervert posing as the legendary monster, or was it the real Orang Minyak? In 1956, the Malaysian horror film Curse of the Oily Man by the locally revered artist P. Ramlee premieres. The movie receives numerous awards, and the legend of the Orang Minyak seems to come alive with new vigor. During the 1960s, his attacks spread throughout Malaysia, in villages and large cities alike. Many single and young women at that time sleep in men's clothing to confuse the lecherous, perhaps supernatural assailant. As time passes, the frenzy subsides, and the reported attacks of the Orang Minyak decrease. But they still occur quite regularly. The mysterious creature is often categorized alongside well-known hominid cryptids, like Bigfoot. From descriptions, it seems that they share common characteristics. Among the mystery scientists, there circulates a theory about Bigfoot's possible telepathic and other supernatural abilities. This is the explanation for its ability to disappear so quickly and abruptly, remaining an elusive phantom despite numerous observations. The same can be said for the Orang Minyak. It is said to have red eyes, and people who have seen it claim that looking into its horrifying eyes felt as if they were being hypnotized. Victims of its assaults recall being in a nightmarish state, feeling paralyzed and unable to resist. They then wake up covered in oil stains all over their bodies and surroundings. However, it is certain that the terrifying creature's form is also assumed by ordinary flesh and blood men. One such individual was arrested in 2014, near the Malaysian town of Dataran, Palawan. He was covered in black oil from head to toe, simply exploiting the eerie legends to shock and frighten the unfortunate women he intended to victimize. It seems that the Orang Minyak occasionally extends its presence beyond Malaysia. In 2017, a woman named Rina from the Indonesian island of Bintan Island shares her childhood horror experience. Back then, not every house on the island had electricity, so young Rina used to watch television at her aunt's house with her two cousins. In the evening, they all went to bathe in the river, but her aunt felt as if someone were watching them, hidden in the shadows among the trees. They quickly run home before it gets completely dark. Later, someone knocks on the aunt's door. Rina goes to open it, but no one is there. Instead, a hysterical scream echoes from the kitchen. It's her aunt! All the children run towards her and see a tall man standing at the back door, completely black, with red eyes glowing in the dark. According to Rina, he then leaps over the fence and disappears. That night, the villagers search the surroundings until dawn, but the mysterious being is not found. Was it the Orang Minyak, still attempting to fulfill the task given to it by the devil? What is this creature that seems to be something between a human, a cryptid, and a demon? Will similar encounters with this entity continue to occur? That's all from us for today. If you're interested in videos filled with mysterious mysteries, dark stories, legends, or monsters, and you crave more, subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any new videos.